And here is a bank C. You can see that the same process occurs again and again, so on and so forth. We call this process multiple deposit creation. One thing, and it is very important thing that you have to keep in mind, is that this process doesn't involve the creations or the printing of new money. This process is just the creation of liquidity throughout the economy. And I will use the table to summarize the information of the process of the deposit creation. For this table, for the first column is bank. We start from from the first bank, First National Bank, Bank A, Bank B, so on and so forth. The next column is increase in deposits, increase in loans, increase in reserves. We can see that if we start from loans 100 million from the First National Bank, and for the First National Bank makes loans to Bank A. Increase in deposits for Bank A will be 100, and because of the required reserve, Bank A has to maintain 10% of the reserves. So for 100 will be divided into 10% and 90%. 90% is the excess reserve, which is going to be loans that Bank A can make, and 10 millions will be the total reserve for Bank A, only for Bank A. And this process happened again and again iteratively. And so we can use the below equations to compute the total reserves in the whole economy. And this one, 1 over RR. RR stands for the reserve requirement or the required reserve, which is 10%. Delta R it changes in reserve, which is 10%. Okay? 1 over 0.1 multiplied by 10 equals 100. So in the system, suppose we let the process occur iteratively again and again, so on and so forth. We will end up with 100 millions of total reserve. And this brings us to the last topics of today's lecture, determinations of the money supply. We are going to study factors that determine changes in the money supply. The first factor is non-borrow monetary base. If the non-borrow monetary base increase, this will increase the monetary base in the economy. As a result of this, the money supply will increase. And suppose borrow reserves increase, this also increases the money supplies in the economy. The third one is the required reserve ratio. When the required reserve ratios increase, this means that the bank needs to maintain higher fractions of the reserves. This will result in decreasing in the money supply. The fourth and the fifth factors, they are also about currencies holdings and excess reserves holding. If banks increase their holdings of currency, increase their holdings of excess reserves, this will result in decreasing in the money supply. And this is the end of the lecture. Thank you very much.